Phil, I get asked that all the time with regards to mobile credentials. People say, is it just convenient or is it more secure?
It's certainly way more convenient, but it is also way more secure. So for HID, the credential is predicated on what we call our CIOS credential platform, which is a super high level of encryption. There's a handshake, there's a communication between the credential and the reader. So it's 128-bit AES encryption. There's session IDs associated with that down to the microsecond. So like it's very difficult to pull off things like relay attacks. You would need very sophisticated technology in order to get in between that communication.
I think you also get a layer of unintentional two-factor authentication as well.
Oh,
just by looking at your phone to be able to open up. You can't share your phone from that perspective.
100%. And by the way, like the thing that we do as humans, where to your earlier point, I've got the bathroom card and everybody has the bathroom card and this thing becomes disgusting. If I said, hey, Mike, do me a favor, can you lend me your phone so I can go to the bathroom? That's not going to happen.
Right.
That's never going to happen. But so going back to CIOS, right? So this is a CIOS credential, and there's this 128-bit AES encryption that's happening between the card and the reader. With mobile, we include another encryption layer over that called the MOB key. So this is a unique encryption key that's on the reader and on the credential. The reader will not talk to any other mobile credential unless it has the same set of encryption keys. And then the 128-bit AES encryption that comes along with CIOS and the session IDs that come along with CIOS also kick in. Whereas this is susceptible to the easiest form of manipulation and misuse, which is this.
Yeah.
If I lose the card, if the card goes missing, I dropped it in the parking lot, that is a major vulnerability to the end user organization, right? Because now, especially with return to the office, right? Return to work. Everybody's talking about RTO, RTO, RTO. Somebody that comes to the office on a Monday and a Friday, or the most common day is Wednesday. I come into the office every Wednesday. As I'm leaving the office, I lose my card in the parking lot. I'm not coming back to the office again until Wednesday, which is probably the next time I notice that my card is missing, which means that card has been sitting in your parking lot for 7 days unattended, and now anybody could have gained access to it.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate vulnerability, whereas with this, I lose this in the parking lot, I'm running to iCloud, and I'm deactivating the phone, which deactivates the pass, and I never had to tell the security department because I'm protecting my own security.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we were speaking previously about, you know, the dreaded bathroom card and sharing that card to go to the bathroom. But with regards to RTO, building owners, specifically these Class A buildings, they're raising the amenities. So now we're seeing fitness facilities, we're seeing conference facilities, multi-purpose facilities, and the ability to share that between people, that's difficult.
Yes.
That's a threat.
Yes. And I can't tell you how many commercial office buildings I've been to where, you know, you have a property owner that might have a multitude of buildings, and here's my card for building A, and here's my card for building B, and here's my card for building C, and here's my card for building D, and they're walking around with basically a lanyard with 4 or 5 cards on them, and that's not efficient. But B, again, in the return to work, part of the calculus needs to be the user experience at the end user level. We never thought as security practitioners that when we hand somebody this card, should we be thinking about what their user experience looks like? Right now, I'm forcing you to wear something around your neck or around your waist, and what does that interaction look like in my system? Now, if we take a step back and we look at what the end user experience really is, well, all they can ever do with this is use it as a visual ID, and we'll talk about that, but also just to tap it to a reader. Whereas, we move the credential from here to an app on your phone, we can unlock a whole world of possibility, including, especially in these Class A buildings, the ability to show building occupancy. How many people are in the building today? You know what? I'm sick. I see the building is full of people. I don't want to get anybody else sick. Or maybe I'm immunocompromised. I don't want to be in a situation where a lot of people are in the office. I'm going to hang back. Or what's the air quality in the building? Well, the air quality is bad today. Again, maybe I'm immunocompromised. I can't be in that situation. I'm going to work from home today. That's not possible with this.
Right.
That's only possible
Right.
when we transition to an app. And you might say, well, Phil, I can have an app and I can have a physical card. Why can't I do both? You absolutely can. But the point is, I can put the credential in the app, which, by the way, if I need the app that has my credential to get into the building, then I'm far more likely to use that app for other things like accessing the amenity spaces, or perhaps you have a restaurant on property, or you want to have a better experience for the folks in your building. What better way to do that than to have a direct line of communication? One of the most common use cases is push notifications. Hey, the elevator bank number 2 is going to be down for a week. Or hey, it's Taco Tuesday.
Right.
In the commissary, there's 10% off coupon. And now I can have that direct level communication. Otherwise, in a commercial building, what are you doing? Maybe you're hanging a sign on a wall and hoping that a quarter of your population is going to see it.
Sure. We're seeing so many applications now that are being incorporated with mobile credentials, specifically with return to office and that whole entire experience, which goes into, as you mentioned, air quality. Also, lighting. If you have preferences in your office with particular lighting, if you have a preference for temperature, can also be picked up with your mobile credentials. We can start and end conferences and conference rooms, book meeting rooms based on mobile credentials. So it is invaluable, the technology that exists.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are some providers with mobile access where you can, to your point, book a conference room, check in visitors, and have all the other stuff that comes along with having your access control card on your phone. So yeah, this really is the game changer, but we have to start thinking beyond the physical security market that we've always sort of played in, and we have to think about what else can we deliver to our end customers that gives them a better outcome than sort of what we've always done.
Yeah.